Hey everybody, watch this review here with a look at the X-23 from the Marvel Legends Apocalypse Build-A-Figure line. Now, funny story, had a full review going, but my admiration pushed me into 11 minutes, and I don't have real editing for this, so I'm just reshooting an entirely different review until I can either get a status where I can upload longer than 10-minute videos, well, longer than 11 minutes technically, because anything under 11 it'll do fine, but or of course editing program. But yeah, in general I did try to rush, or I will be trying to rush, because I'm not actually uploading everything I've shot so far this week, just for spacing issues. Some of it will go up next month, but I was trying to rush a whole bunch of figures, you know, heroes that I had still in package, so I could take them out of package, put them on display before October, because all of October I'm devoting to villains and monsters and so forth. So I mean, all the stuff will probably go up the night of September 30th. Yeah, overnight, just because I'm trying to decide which things I'll put up immediately, which things I'll save for later, or whatever, but I want to definitely stick strict to the basically just villain figures and monsters for the entire month of October. Character-wise, she's technically Wolverine's daughter. His genetic material was used to grow her in a Weapon X program, put on either by AIM or Hydra or one of those organizations. I first learned about her in the X-Men Evolution cartoon, which I didn't really watch too much of, but I saw her episode. Since then, I've also read the trade paperback Childhood's End, which features her as part of the X-Men team. Blow-In Belasco comes up from hell trying to find what happened to Magic, aka Ilyana Rasputin, his one-time kidnappee / apprentice / all sorts of stuff, but I mean, it doesn't actually have Ilyana appear. It has this one clone that he made appear, though. She also comes with the Apocalypse bust piece here, the upper chest piece, which, I mean, I don't think I'll get any other figures in the line. I mean, I'm half tempted to get the Bicep, the hair variant, not the hairless one, the bald-headed one, but I just thought this really looked cool, and I usually don't show the Build-A-Figure pieces in my reviews, but even if I do buy the full version eventually, which I probably will anyway, I'll keep this around as this is sort of like a fake bootleg mini bust. As for the figure, I really like it. It's a female build that I think looks well, just because the character is naturally very scrawny. Pretty likable character. I mean, it's sort of Wolverine-ish, but she's obviously like sort of detached and it's really conflicted about the feelings. I won't mention a whole lot about the personality other than that, because there are some elements that they try to work contemporary issues into. But in terms of articulation, she has a point at the wrist. The forearm will twist, go full 360. No finger articulation, but double jointed at the elbows. A very nice looking bicep. I mean, I usually don't like bicep muscles on females. I'd rather have the little peg thing that at the elbow to allow that to turn, but I mean, it's like really well concealed. Also, you'll notice she does have a little indent there for some muscular detailing, which I thought was kind of cute. I mean, she's a semi-muscular character, but not very slightly muscular character. No muscular detailing on the outside, though, which kind of irks me. Hair is very nice. It's a softer, rubbery plastic. I think they may have done it for some of the others, too. So if you wanted, you could brush it back over here, and it'll give you some additional looking features. Despite that, the head doesn't move a terrible amount. I mean, just from the way that the peg is, and even with that, it still interferes with the sculpt. It looks like she has an ab / diaphragm joint, but she doesn't. I think that's just the way that the piece goes in, or went in. It doesn't move at all. She does have a waist joint, which will go full 360. I really don't like the hip/leg joint here. As you'll see, it's like the later designs where it can't go in all sorts of directions. I don't know if it's because the actual joint's a bit smaller or what, but of course this part will twist. It just doesn't twist on my figure because it's still stiff. It's just recently out of package. Double joint at knee, obviously. Now, foot/ankle does move, and she has a little flip-out blade for foot. Isn't that awesome? I mean, it's much nicer than either not having it or, you know, having it out all the time, but she does lose the piece of toe articulation. All in all, I really like this figure. The paint job's very decent. It's a glossy costume with a black fade that turns white in some places, or looks fairly white, like over here, down here. I also forgot to mention that the calf does move. I caught that immediately, but when I first shot this, but I forgot since. I mean, it's really well hidden just because of how the costume looks and the sculpt and so forth. All in all, I like the character, I like the figures. One of the nicer female Marvel Legends that Toy Biz put out, because they put out a lot of really ugly female sculpts, and this one is an exception. There's also a variant, or she's the variant floating around, where it's a more purplish costume, and I guess this is more of a European face, according to, I guess, whatever source I looked at. I think I might have learned about on eBay or maybe Wikipedia or somebody else's video, who knows at this point, but there's also a more Mexican looking one, I guess, or a Hispanic looking one, or a Latin looking one with a more rounded face, bigger lips and so forth, and a more purplish costume, which I didn't think looked as good, so I got this version. So I'm also more used to seeing her in the black costume anyway. All in all, like the figure. Obviously like the build-figure piece that comes with it. I don't know if I like the comic yet or not, but I'll find that out eventually. As for the line, I think the only other figure I might end up getting is the white variant of the Sasquatch. Although I might also get the Bicep, because Bicep's a pretty kick-ass character. Everybody else I don't really feel that strongly about. I mean, the Wolverine looks okay, but I think the one from the Red Hulk line looks a bit better, so... Plus I already have a Wolverine or two, so you know how it goes, but... yeah, this one's a definite like.